Hello friends! Many of you have asked for a little workshop tour to show up the setup and the tools that I have. Today is the day. I will show you guys my workshop layout and show you all the great tools that found a home here and that I love so much. Let's follow me. Let's start with my top 3 tools, starting with my number 1. Just a disclaimer, I'm not getting paid for any of the reviews and I'm giving my honest opinion. So my absolute number 1 is my Bosch 12-inch Stool Bevel Glide Miter Saw. This tool is my favorite, not only because Bosch is a German brand, but also because the miter saw is one of the best on the market. It cuts consistent, smooth, and it is easy to handle. You can see how easy it is to move the machine. For its size, the tool is very compact due to its design and it has an expanded cutting capacity. It cuts wood like butter. The bevel controls are up front and easy to handle. My second tool on the list is positioned right next to my miter saw, my Shapeoko 3 XXL CNC machine. I bought a CNC machine in 2019 and I've never had any issues with it. It's super easy to control and I haven't done much maintenance to it neither. To store the machine, I build a rolling cart out of 2x4s. Like this, I'm flexible when I have a large piece of wood that sticks out in the back. The lower level of the cart functions as extra storage. Most CNC machines are delivered in pieces and will need to be assembled. Make sure you go slow and follow each step to not miss anything and then have to deal with finding the error. Would I buy this tool again? Maybe. I've had no issues with the machine ever, but it's 3 years old and I'm sure there are better, more upgraded models on the market. I don't see Shapeoko taking off and investing in development like other companies do. If you do get a good deal on the machine, go ahead and buy it. But always keep an eye open for other manufacturers as well. To control the machine, I'm using Carbide Motion. That's the program that was provided free of charge by the manufacturer. For my designs, I'm using Inkscape and Carbide Create. However, I'm looking into new software. Lots of people are using Easel for their designs. However, it's not free. What I would really like to buy is Aspire, but it's insanely expensive. The last tool of our top 3 is my Makita handheld router. It's light, it's portable, it's battery operated, it's powerful, and it's easy to use. I've had this tool for many years and it's still working like day one. One of the most important aspects of buying a tool is its ease to change out its bits. And the Makita is very simple. I just showed you my top 3 tools, but I really don't discriminate. I really like all of my tools, so let's check out the others. My next tool is my Dewalt Table Saw. Just like with the CNC machine, I used 2x4s to build a table for the saw, and again I put rollers on the bottom, so it can easily be moved and stored away. The rollers will lock in place. I meant to fully enclose the unit and build shelves for more storage, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Next on the list is my Wen drill press. Wen is a very cheap brand and I would usually not recommend it. However, for tools you do not use often, you can beat it. I also call my drill press the flexor. It's self-explanatory. Up next is my Dewalt Planner. It is a very useful tool and I do use it quite often. It's not cheap but worth the money, especially if you do build a lot of cutting boards. Again, the machine is on a rolling cart with storage on the lower level. The cart fits perfectly underneath my miter saw workbench for easy storage. Underneath my miter saw table, I also store my rigid Pancake air compressor, which is right next to my rigid shop vacuum that is attached to my dust deputy, which is screwed into a large container. This separates the larger pieces of the dust before they fill up the vacuum cleaner. Also, using a dust deputy gives you a stronger suction, a definite must. Now it's not gonna rip the hair out of your head, but it does have a very strong suction. Next up is my Porter cable jointer. I'm not using it very often, and really, if you have a table saw sled, you won't really need the jointer. I have it either way, it's nice to have, but as I said, not a must. You can never have enough storage. So a few years ago on Black Friday, I purchased a Husky Workbench with drawers. Just don't be as silly as I am and open all the drawers at once. Yeah, not a good idea. So let's do this again slowly, drawer by drawer. The first drawer is for protection equipment, clamps and measuring devices. The second drawer I store tools in it. The next drawer is to store clean rags. After that I have tape and string. This is my schnick-schnack drawer. Pretty much it means there's everything in that doesn't have a place. Next up there is additional tools. This one I keep screws in. This drawer is for sandpaper. And the big top drawer is for screws, scissors and knives. Let's get to the French cleat wall. I did make two videos, one where I built the cleats and the other one where I built the attachments. I did build 3 new attachment pieces. One is for my crack pocket hole machine. So that my crack and its attachment do not fall off the shelf, I created an inlay. The second new attachment is for my Ryobi belt sander. The belt sander sits on top of the attachment and the lower level is for the cord. Over here I store my Rockler cookies and painter's pyramids, my Makita power drills, my Makita circular saw, my Makita hand router, drill attachments, screwdrivers, sanding pads, my Dremel. Oh, by the way, this is a new attachment as well. I did put a little lip up so it doesn't roll down. My level pink ruler and Japanese pole saw. Here is my jigsaw. My Ryobi belt sander. My hand sanders. Clamps. Bunch of clamps. This is my Ryobi cordless bread nailer. And another measuring tool. And the best about it, there is still more room for more tools. Christmas is coming. One of the tools I have not built an attachment for yet is my Makita biscuit jointer. I'm really not using it a lot neither though. This is my Dewalt table router. I did a whole video review on it. It's awesome. Next up is my Wen disc/belt sander. While I usually don't recommend buying Wen machines, this one was a pretty good purchase. I'm really happy with it. And drum roll for my last machine, my Craftsman Band Saw. And again, I put a machine in a little car that I built specially for it. This is my little wood storage. And at last, this is where I keep my spray paints. And we are fertig! I hope you guys enjoyed my little workshop tour and I will see you next time. Tschüss!